Got bonus coverage here on the Ivy League Digital Network as we'll join the Radcliffe lightweight rowing first varsity race in progress. Radcliffe taking on Princeton in the Class of '99 Cup. Radcliffe won the Class of '99 Cup last year. It's been a very close last 11 competitions in this cup. Princeton is 6-5 in the last 11, and the road team has won the last 5 races. Here are the lineups for Princeton: Megan Mirabella, Georgia Heller, Tim, Juliet Hackett, Christina Warren, Emma Hopkins, Grace Cordson, Grace Miles, Laura Zecca, and Emily Schneider. The Radcliffe lineup at first varsity 8 looks like this. Sophomore Mackenzie Parks is the coxswain. Junior Alana Anderson at stroke. Josie Teal, the sophomore, at seat 7. Samantha Show at seat 6. Senior Elizabeth Pate is in seat 5. Ada Vlasky in seat 4. She's a junior. Junior Genevieve Shaw in seat 3. Seat 2 is junior Serena Blacklow. And senior Erin Walk is in the back. Radcliffe took on BU and MIT in the Murray Cup last week, with BU taking first, Radcliffe second, and MIT third in the first varsity race. Looks like a very close, even start as the teams start to come into our sight line here near the 1,000 meter mark on the Charles River. Princeton ranked 3rd, Radcliffe ranked 5th. Should be a great race between these two teams, and they'll also race in 2V and 3V today. Last year, Princeton was the 4th place finisher at Eastern Sprints. Last year, Radcliffe finished 2nd at Sprints. Still a pretty neck-and-neck start coming toward the 1,000 meters. Looks like maybe a slight lead for Radcliffe, but very slight. Radcliffe at the top of your picture, Princeton at the bottom in this 2-team race. Good Ivy League matchup between Harvard, Radcliffe, and Princeton. Now it's about a 2 or 3 seat lead for Radcliffe here as we hit the 1,000 meter mark and head underneath the bridge. Radcliffe with 3 seats on Princeton. Tigers trying to make a move under the 1,000 mark, gaining a little bit of ground back. Now Princeton's back to within 2 seats. And moving to basically neck and neck. This should be a tremendous finish. It's like Radcliffe surging back out ahead. They've gained a seat back again. It's now a 2-seat lead for Radcliffe. We've had some ebbs and flows in these couple hundred meters since joining us. A little bit of a tailwind today on the Charles River, and the water's pretty smooth. Not all that choppy today, even though there is that breeze and the cold temperatures. Radcliffe stretching the lead out to a 3-seat lead. 2 evenly matched teams. Princeton ranked 3rd, Radcliffe ranked 5th. This could be a big statement win for either of these two crews. 4-seat lead for Radcliffe now, and still surging forward. Stroked by the junior Alana Anderson in that Radcliffe boat. Coxswain Mackenzie Parks just checked to her left to get a good sight line on the Princeton boat. And Radcliffe continues to surge, leading by 4 seats. Now a 5-seat lead for Radcliffe as they have stretched their lead since the bridge when they were up by only about a seat at most. Past the MIT boathouse, about 500 meters to go. Radcliffe has 5 seats with the 500-meter mark coming. Princeton sitting in 2nd. 2 Ivy rivals and 2 of the top Ivy women's lightweight rowing teams dueling head-to-head. What's left in the tank for these final 450 meters? Radcliffe pulling. You can hear the coxswains on both sides. Mackenzie Parks, the coxswain for this Harvard Radcliffe group, again checks her left. 6-seat lead for Harvard Radcliffe. They've had this margin steadily held over the past 500 meters. That 250 meters to go, and still it's Radcliffe by 6 seats. Princeton hasn't been able to make up any ground down the stretch as Radcliffe has matched them basically stroke for stroke. Now it looks like Radcliffe may even be outstroking Princeton just a bit, and Radcliffe's gained another seat up to a 7-seat lead. Inside the final 100 meters, you can hear the crowd now to will you home the last few strokes. 8-seat lead for Harvard Radcliffe. This will be an impressive win for the black and white after a few more strokes. Harvard Radcliffe takes the class of '99 Cup, beating Princeton for a second consecutive season. An 8-seat win for 5th-ranked Harvard Radcliffe over 3rd-ranked Princeton. Take a break. When we come back, we'll have the second varsity race between Harvard Radcliffe and Princeton. That's next on the Ivy League Digital Network.